What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Stunna Reese, and I'm back with another video, man. And today, yeah, your boy Stunna Reese is on his way to North Carolina. That's right, man. Got the #1 Stunners President's Conference going down tomorrow, and I gotta fly in today. That's right, man, so we can get prepared for the meeting tomorrow. So y'all stick around for this whole entire video. Hey.
Subscribe to Lady X.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Lady X. She got a crazy episode that's about to drop. By the time y'all see this video, it'll probably already drop. So make sure you click the link in the description of this video right now. And make sure that you go and watch the video. It's definitely funny. All right, but I'm about to get up out of here because I think I'm running a little late and I don't want to miss my flight. So holla at y'all in a minute. Let's go.
I just want a bag, like an old lady. I'm backwood smoking, I don't own papers, pass that 808. That don't shake her. Oh, bitch, you know I'm grinding like a pro skater. Baby mama bugging, I'm so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed, I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it below. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up. I stay up, put your bitch on my Snapchat. When I make her, she want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shorty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Squizzy.
All right, Squizzy, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all living? I'm hoping y'all feeling and living great, because I am feeling and living great, man. As great as I can be right now, man, and that's all I can ask for. You know what I'm saying? God has blessed me with breath in my body. You know what I'm saying? I got my sanity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't going around all cuckoo like. And also, man, I got a roof over my head. I got food in my belly. So, hey, man, I'm good. I'm big blessed, man. Hopefully, y'all are too, man. If y'all watching this right here today, man, all my real ones, man, may God keep y'all covered. You know what I'm saying? And in good spirits, man. But, man, today, man, you know, this journey that I'm going on today is something that I've been doing for the past 17, 18 years, man. We started the #1 Stunners in 2003. So actually, yeah, 2003. So 2023 will be 20 years. Yeah. So actually, what, 18 years, 18, 19 years, shit, 19 years. Yeah, this is a long time. I started the club in 2003. Me, my brother JD, which is still a co-founder with the club with me. Also 2 other gentlemen who are no longer with the organization. And yeah, so yeah, man, the #1 Stunners, the club. What the hell is this dude doing, man? Yeah, the #1 Stunners, man, is a part of Black History, man. It is actually Black History Month, man. So in this video, in this vlog, man, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of my history, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna actually go back a little bit before the #1 Stunners, and you know what I'm saying, just kind of tell y'all, whoa, what the hell am I thinking about, man? Riding over the damn ice instead of riding over the clean pavement. Well, sometimes when I'm vlogging, my mind just can't do 2 things at one time, man. It ain't on driving right. So yeah, but yeah, I'm on my way to the airport, man, and I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of history breakdown, man. I hope y'all enjoy this video, enjoy a little bit of the history of where your boy Stunna Reese come from, man. And man, this hopefully will let y'all, you know how long I actually been in the car game. And the crazy thing is, even before this, even before the #1 Stunners, I was in the car game. I was in the, you know what I'm saying, into custom cars and stuff. So it's like, man, y'all just don't understand the history of how long your boy has been a motorsport enthusiast. And I'm gonna just break, you know what I'm saying, the number one stunners part of it down for the most part, but I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little pre number one stunners history on your boy Stunna Reese, man. Hold on, let me turn this damn fan down in the back, man. Actually, I ain't gonna cap, it ain't even that cold today. It's snow everywhere, but it ain't actually that cold today. It's, you know, probably in the upper 30s, lower 40s, maybe possibly, but you know, still just messy, and it just makes for a messy situation because all the salt, the water, and the snow mixed all together just keeps all the cars like totally filthy and nasty, and just for a bad situation as far as vehicles go. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't want to keep the salt and stuff on your vehicle if you don't have to. So yeah, I actually need to, but I ain't gonna get a chance to. I actually need to go to the spray wash and spray wash it off before I go to the car wash. I mean, before I go to the airport, so I can have it sprayed down before I go out of town. I need to do that. That's something I need to do, but I don't have the time to do it, so I ain't gonna even risk it because I don't want to risk missing my flight, even though it should be a quick flight, because of the simple fact of, well, it's not a quick flight, but it should be a quick boarding because the only thing I got is this one book bag. I ain't got nothing else. Yeah, I ain't got no big old, you know, luggage or nothing. I just got this one carry-on because I'm only going for one day. I'm going down there today. The meeting is tomorrow, and I'm flying back early Sunday to be right back in here, Chicago. And yeah. So, but let me go ahead and get into what I'm about to talk about on this particular video, man. We're gonna kick it off with a little bit of before the number one stunners, and kind of like what led to the number one stunners. So before the number one stunners even was created or, you know, thought about or whatever, your boy Stunna Reese was actually into cars. I had cars. I had a couple of custom cars, you know, I had a 1977 Delta 88. I had a Monte Carlo before the number one stunners. I actually had two Monte Carlos before the number one stunners. Two Monte Carlos. What else did I have? I had a custom gold Seville Cadillac. Cold as hell. I mean, cold as hell. I had a 9.8 on, it was black with some hammers on it. My Seville had hammers on it. I had a Benz with hammers on it. I had a G20 van, y'all. Real talk. Before the Vinos was even popular. This was before Vinos was popular, man. This was, and I don't know, it's only one person in the world, or two people in the world, that I could really think who would actually remember this van. My cousin Manny, because he actually bought it from me after I was done with it. He actually bought the van from me. It was a blue van when I bought it. It was a low top regular G20 van, the old school vans that everybody call Vinos right now. It was a regular G20 low top van. I took that van and I installed the Explorer modern, at that time was the modern ground effect kit on it. I installed a high top on it, high top conversion on it, put TVs, cabinets and everything inside, lights and everything inside, and painted it white. Had it painted white, all white, snow bright white, and I put some billets on it. Man, do you know people was going crazy over that van when I did it? Crazy. And man, it was just like ahead of its time. It's so crazy to see the whole Vino craze now. When I did that van, wasn't nobody up on them vans. Nobody. It wasn't, I mean, people was in the vans, but like with rims and stuff on it back then. I still know the name of the wheels I had. I had billet tusk on that van. Billet the tusk wheels. I think they was on like 18s or something back then, because they didn't really have no big wheels. Wasn't even no 20s or nothing back then. You know what I'm saying? It was like 18 was I think the biggest wheel that you can get back then. But it's just crazy to see the evolution of how the Vino van scene has actually become, and to come back to Vino, where I'm at today, and to have another van is crazy, man. But a lot of people would think that this is my first van, but it's not. It's not. But going back to the whole #1 Stunners thing, before, you know what I'm saying, I had a lot of custom vehicles before I had got into the #1 Stunners motorcycle thing. Before I got into the #1 Stunners motorcycle thing, I had actually just went and bought me a motorcycle. The reason I went and bought a motorcycle is because I believe one of my friends had bought a motorcycle, and they was like, man, you should get you a bike too. And I had already known how to ride motorcycles, because when I was 13, I got my first dirt bike. Yeah, I had my first dirt bike when I was 13. It was a Suzuki RM 125. So I actually knew how to ride a motorcycle before I even knew how to drive a car. So after I bought my first motorcycle, which was a CBR 600. It was a 1991. It was black with, I hate to say this, blue, purple, and pink decals. And I think it had white wheels. It was called a CBR F2. And some of y'all probably remember that bike, or you might be able to search that bike, but I believe it was a 1991, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know what happened to the camera, y'all. Hopefully we still got all that footage, but from there I went and bought a Yamaha R1 after I bought my GX6R 750. And that was another street bike. Then from there, I got into riding fast on the street. And when I say fast, dangerously fast on the street. Like, nothing I would commend or ever tell any of you guys to ever do is what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it was all bad. It was bad to the point where I seen people die in front of me and all kinds of things. You know, body parts laid all over on the expressway and streets and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff, man. Guys right there, man, honking at me. Probably some of the stunt squad, 32 gang. But yeah, so, you know, we used to do a lot of crazy things on the street. But it was this one guy from the hood. His name was Lawrence. And he used to go to the actual racetracks and race. And when I say racetracks and race, not the drag racetracks where you just go straight. We talking about the road racetracks. Now, he was a black guy that loved to go fast on the streets, but you know, he did have the opportunity to go to the racetracks and race as well. So he and a guy named MONTE Stewart, you know what I'm saying, kind of inspired me to get off of the streets and start going to the racetracks. So I started going to the racetracks, and I raced motorcycles professionally for 5 years. I know sometimes y'all see me flash the picture of me on the blue Yamaha on my channel sometime on my basement wall. Well, that's when I used to race motorcycles professionally. So I did that for 5 years. racing motorcycles professionally, that had to be one of the most funnest parts of my entire life, my entire existence. Traveling all over, racing motorcycles. I felt kind of like a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? Because we pull up to race, and you know what I'm saying, like people sitting on the sidelines watching us and stuff like that. It was like just so rewarding just to really, really see people come out to see you race in like Daytona Beach racetrack, where the fast NASCARs go. You racing on that same exact track. Road Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like some legendary tracks you're getting a chance to race on. And it was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing to actually get an opportunity to you know, experience that. So I just really, 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 you know, loved that portion of my life. Really did. Then came a time where I stopped racing motorcycles. The reason I stopped racing motorcycles is because when you get, your talent can only take you so far, you know. And for those who know me or knew me back then, y'all know I had a lot of trophies, lots of trophies. But you know, my talent would only take me so far. When you get to a certain speed where other people have talent just like you, then it comes to a point where your equipment has to be better, or else you're gonna start falling and crashing and all the time. And that's where I got to the point where my talent was outriding my equipment. I was always riding on the edge, and I didn't have the best equipment. You know what I'm saying? So it was a thing where I just came to my, where I felt was my limit, because I couldn't get any sponsors to sponsor me with better equipment. You know, to race a full-time race schedule, even back then, could cost you $100,000. You know what I'm saying? To race a full race schedule with fully prepared race bikes. And I used to race two bikes. I used to race in the 600 class, and I used to race in the 1000 class. So, and then it came to a point where I was even racing in the lower class with the EX500s and the SV650s and stuff like that. So it was just a lot. It was just a lot trying to manage all of that, and then, you know, again, not having the best equipment. So it just came to a point where I decided, man, I'm gonna give up the racing, even though I had so much fun doing it. Give up the racing, and I'm gonna just start back riding on the streets, because I pretty much had stopped riding on the streets. But with the racing, it helped me develop so many other underlying skills with learning how to ride motorcycles. And I utilized those skills to start doing motorcycle tricks on the street and became a stunt rider. Hence, you guys see me showing the photos all the time of me when I used to do the stunts. You know what I'm saying? On the motorcycles. So I turned my main race bike, which was a GSXR 1000, I turned that into a, guess what? Stunt bike, man. That's right. I turned it into a stunt bike, and then I just started pretty much stunting on the street, man. And then from that, I got recognized by the Worldwide Club, the Rough Riders. After I got recognized by the Rough Riders, well, let me rewind a little bit. I went to a motorcycle show. And I met this dude named Wink 1100. Now, what's crazy is when I came to the motorcycle show, the dude Wink 1100 already knew about me. Now, Wink 1100, if y'all Google him, he was a guy who was famous in New York for doing motorcycle stunts on motorcycles, like crazy, wild motorcycle stunts. Pioneer with the brothers, pretty much. He's one of the ones who really, you know what I'm saying, laid it down and you know, began that whole trend of stunting motorcycles. Then he became famous by getting in DMX Rough Rider video. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Whoa, whoa. That's how Rough Riders roll. The guy that was doing the stunts in that video, that was Wink 1100. So, Wink 11, they had a motorcycle show in Chicago. And I found out that Wink 1100 was gonna be there. I was like, damn. At that same time, I was doing stunts in Chicago. So, me, Montez, and JD, and a couple of more guys, we was like the ones doing all the stunts out on the street in Chicago and really putting it down for Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to go to the motorcycle show, and Wink 1100 had already heard about me because people going to the show was saying, it's this dude named Stunna Reese that do all the same crazy stuff, wheeling for a long time and all that shit right here in Chicago. He's that guy. On the black side, now it was white boys, I ain't gonna lie, it was white boys that was getting down and stuff like way before us, and was just, you know what I'm saying, is that like they had motorcycles and all that stuff way before us and stuff like that. So, but on the black side, we was holding it down. So that's pretty much how that happened. So Wink invited me up to his room after the event was over. He was like, man, bro, when it's over, come up to my room, I want to holler at you. He was like, you with a club or anything? Because he was with the Rough Riders. I was like, no, I ain't with no club or nothing. So he actually was like, man, after the event was over, he came up to his room and he was like, bro, I want you, you know what I'm saying, to join the Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying, to help the Rough Rider chapter, because they, you know what I'm saying, they only got like maybe 15 members or something. In New York, they had hundreds of members. So they was really trying to get the New York chapter to be similar to the Chicago chapter, to grow in numbers and be as popular as the New York chapter. Now they had already had, you know, chapters all over, I think pretty much all over. But the Chicago chapter just wasn't popping. It just wasn't popping. You know, Chicago, it seems like it's a lot of followers. You know, somebody got to do something and they got to see it. Then, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Oh, now we're going to get into that. Versus being trendsetters. But I ain't going to lie. I saw it, you know, and he presented me with the opportunity. And I went and hollered at my main man, JD, which was also another stunt rider that was real popular, and talked to him, and he was like, we met with them again, and they was like, man. Alright gang, so I had to switch to my cell phone because I think my camera is set up to have a timer to only time a certain amount of minutes, and then it cuts off automatically. So I gotta go in the settings and still play with my new GoPro. But we back on my cell phone right now. But trying to pick up where I left off. Me and JD, we met with them, and then they decided they wanted to make both of us Rough Riders. Now, one of the things that, you know, I should have been alerted to is the fact that they was like, here's, just take the vest. And when I say just take the vest, you don't have to do no probation. You don't have to do nothing. You don't even have to pay for the vest. Just take it and just put it on and rep charge for the vest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can at least pay for the vest. We don't want nothing for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, damn, you ain't gotta have no type of code, no, you ain't gotta, we could be motherfucking, you know, people who do bad things. You know, we all don't know type of, to really know us or nothing. It's like, y'all just let us in just because of a simple fact that we know how to wheelie a motorcycle or do stunts on a motorcycle. It was kind of like, should have really thought about that. But we went on ahead and accepted the vest, and we just decided that we was gonna pay for it. We didn't want it for free. We was like, at least let us pay for the vest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want nobody feeling like, oh, they ain't, you know, just the afterwards bickering and stuff like that. If the word had got out that we got our first vest for free and this, that, and other, we didn't want that to do it. So we decided to pick our vest up. We were in the Rough Riders. Shortly, I mean, and when I say shortly, after I became a Rough Rider, they decided that they wanted to do a campaign to get more members. So they pretty much used me as the face of the Rough Riders to bring in a lot of people. Like we had an event at, I believe it was at the Rosemont Convention Center. I don't know what it was called back then or whatever. It was a big hall, and they had a motorcycle event going on. And basically, they used me to recruit over 100 and some members in 2 days. So after I recruited all those members, because like literally, you know, everybody knew me because I was the one who had been in the streets all the time, and people were seeing doing stunts, and me and JD wasn't actually, I don't think he really came to the event because I think he had some other stuff going on, but maybe he did, he probably did, I might be wrong with that, but for the most part, it was me recruiting, doing all recruiting. So, a lot of, and when I say a lot of people from Chicago who knew of me because of the risk that I used to take stunting on motorcycles and stuff in the streets, started to join. You know, a lot of the bikers, because everybody, you know, it was the only one big bike show in Chicago a year. So everybody who was in the bikes all came there. And, you know, once they all came and started seeing that I was a Rough Rider, they all was like, oh, Rough Rider's cool, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and other. And they all started to join. And like I said, literally over 100 some people joined. So shortly after that, the CEO of the Rough Riders came. And when I say the CEO, not the Chicago CEO, I mean the real CEO, the owner of the Rough Riders. Why? He came to Chicago for a visit. There was a gentleman named by the name of Pat. And he was like, you know, I guess they had a conversation. He was like, I wanted you to come and see, you know what I'm saying, the membership now. You know, and when I came, you know, I was in it was a big, like, gymnasium room. And we had hundreds of Rough Riders in there now. Hundreds. And when I came in the room, I was standing next to Pat. And the first thing I heard Pat say, and Pat was the CEO of the Chicago, or CEO or president, I don't know how it was. I believe he was the CEO of the Chicago chapter. And he was like, look at what I did. And I was like, and I'm saying to myself, look at what I did. That's what he said to me. Why? So he basically told why that's what all those people came because of him, not even acknowledging me at all. The man sat up there and said, and then I'm sitting there waiting, just like, okay, well, maybe he's gonna say, look at what I did. You know what I'm saying? I recruited this guy, Stunna Reese right here, and you know what I'm saying, he real big in the Chicago bike scene, blase skippy woo woo woo. And just like, man, we brought him on. It was a great look. You know what I'm saying? So from him, a lot of these people that knew him or knew of him started to actually inquire and join. He didn't say none of that. It was just, look at what I did. That was the only thing he said. Now, I'm looking like, wow. You know, I've been putting my blood, sweat, and tears in these streets. First and foremost, riding fast on the streets before I was racing motorcycles in Chicago, putting my life on the line and just doing dumb stuff, riding fast. Then spending thousands and thousands on motorcycles, equipment, tires, traveling from track to track all over the country with my money, you know what I'm saying, racing motorcycles professionally. Then coming back to the streets and stunting and risking my life, stunting, doing crazy stunts, tricks, all this stuff in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Once again, building my name as a Chicago brand, you know what I'm saying? And risking my life, crashing bikes, all kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knowing who I am. Nobody knows who Pap is. No, not if you went through the streets and asked one person, who is Pap? You know, prior to me joining, because like I said, before I joined, maybe 20, maybe 15, 20 Rough Riders. And that was the whole time the existence of the Rough Riders had been there, which was probably, I don't know, a year or so. I don't know, maybe even more than that. I don't know. Because nobody like really followed them or anything like that. So it's just a thing where, you know, I just felt like, you know, not that I was betrayed or anything, it just felt like, nah. And then the other thing, I think here's the thing that finally pushed me over. Here's the thing that finally pushed me over. That, you know, was like, man, you know, but I still had brought a lot of people into it. You know what I'm saying? That was like, so I was like, damn, okay. I was like, okay, all right, let me just, you know what I'm saying, chill for a minute. The very next, I think, week or two, I remember them doing another event. And it was like, all right, Stunna, we want to bring in another, you know, some more people or whatever. But this time, you know, we want to make sure that we include, you know, the artists, the dogs, you know, because they got a dog division, the skating, people with roller skates, Rough Rider roller skaters, the musicians, and all, like, I was like, you know, I'm not into any of that. You know, I'm not into any of that, and that's not my world. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so a person with a dog is gonna rock a vest and be a part of the same organization, and a person with, you know, skates on gonna rock a vest and be a part of the same organization as me, or a rapper, but they don't have to, you know, pay car notes, pay car insurance, do all the same things that I have to do to maintain, you know what I'm saying, my status out here in the streets. I said, you know what? I decided at that point, see the movie Biker Boys. Like right after that, it's crazy. It's crazy. All of these things happen within like a month time. The movie Biker Boys came out. Once again, the Rough Riders all had a movie going where they all went and seen the movie Biker Boys. But you know what's crazy? I went and seen the movie Biker Boys, but I didn't go see it with them. I went and seen it by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I don't want everybody, you know what I'm saying, distracting me, talking and this, that, and other. I wanted to see the movie and enjoy it because I'm a real enthusiast. That's the thing. I'm not a fanboy of anything. You know, if I'm enthused about something, I'm a real enthusiast about something. Went on and seen the movie, and basically the movie was about a guy who started his own club. You know what I'm saying? Started his own club, and you know, it was all these other sets on the I guess the land or whatever, but he just decided to do something different. You know what I'm saying? And once he did that, you know what I'm saying, he became his own. So I was like, there's no way I could do this without, you know, taking my partners with me. Asking my partner, and that was JD. JD was the person that I was on the streets stunting with, Blase Skippy Woo, and we had just always rocked and connected. I was like, there's no way I could do this without asking him to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him went in the Rough Riders together. Alright gang, your boy Stunna Reese and finally made it inside the airport. I'm making my way to my gate and go link up with my brother JD. Man, about to get on this first plane. Yeah, I got a layover. Y'all know I hate layovers, but when you go into these little bitty cities like Fayetteville, that's all you really could do is you gotta take a layover. So it is what it is. So definitely, man, make sure y'all stick around for the whole entire video, man. We got to continue this talk. And then also my brother JD, he's here, which is the other co-founder of the Stunna. So yeah, about to get to it, man. But yeah, pretty busy in here today, definitely compared to how it normally is though. All right, I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man. Let's go, y'all. All right, gang, made it to my gate and grabbed me some smoothie, strawberry banana. Got my brother JD right there. What up there, boy? Yes, sir. Shout out to Charles, Victoria, and I think Trenton. I just met y'all at the airport, man. Y'all watching this, man. Appreciate the love and support, man. Yeah, gang, we made it here, man. About to get on this first flight and then make it to North Carolina. Then we got another flight that's going to Fayetteville. So yeah, holla at y'all in a minute, man. Let's go.
3 hours later.
All right, gang. So your boy Stunna Reese, man, has finally made it to Charlotte. We on our layover. We gotta be here for like the next 3 hours. Me and my brother JD, man. Y'all see what it is, man. It's the other co-founder of the Stunnas that I was telling y'all about in the video. It's the one that we was rocking the streets originally before the Rough Riders, before the Stunnas, doing our thing. I was telling them about how the Rough Riders tried to give us our vest for free. Oh, yeah. And we said, no, man, we gonna pay like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was one of the things that kind of like made me like, damn, y'all just let anybody just get in for free or whatever. You don't know us, we ain't got a probie, nothing. It was just like, They just wanted, you know what I'm saying, the popular people. Yeah, yeah.
The numbers.
Yeah, they just wanted the numbers, and they wanted us because when we first joined, there was only like 20 of them in Chicago. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling them how they did that event at the place, and how after me and you know what I'm saying, joined, how they had me recruit all them people. Remember?
Yeah.
At the show, at the bike show.
Yeah, I think it was a bike show.
Yeah, it was
the World of Wheels.
It was like the World of Wheels or something. Yeah. So it was like a lot of people knew of us. You know what I'm saying, from riding on the street and putting in all the work, but they just reaped the benefits of it. And I personally recruited like 100-some people that day. Remember that? Was you out there? You didn't come. Did you come to that?
No, I didn't.
No, listen. I personally recruited over 100-some people myself while we was there. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, but yeah, man. Just getting back to where I left off. Once we started the Stunners, I was telling them also how the name Number One Stunners came about. First, about DD's t-shirt. DD had a t-shirt that he had wrote Number One Stunner on, and then we was contemplating the name. You know, we was kicking different names around, but the thing that really sold me on the name is when Barney said, man, I called myself the Number One Stunner too. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it was like, oh fuck it, we might as well just do the Number One Stunners. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You remember that, right?
Yeah, I wasn't around. Man.
Yeah, you wasn't around, but
at that particular time.
Yeah, that particular moment. Yeah, JD was making moves, so he had stuff going on. Yeah, but no, I mean just real life shit.
Right.
Yeah, real life. I'm gonna keep it real and raw with y'all. Hey, motherfuckers was doing what they was doing, but for real, after that moment, we started the club officially on June 28th, 2003. That's the official date that we officially started. And from there, it just grew to something crazy. I think we had within the first month, like 75 members, right? It was like 75 members within the first month of starting. And man, it just grew like wildfire. We had just people who really wanted to, you know, be around people who was really about, you know, the cars and the bikes at that point in time. It wasn't no skating, it wasn't no dogs, wasn't no rappers, no comedians, none of that. It was all about motorsports. You know what I'm saying? That's what stood us out. There was a lot of like just regular bike clubs out there, but there wasn't nobody that was mixing the two. So we kind of like created our own lane. And another thing that like we created, like, and right now it's so popular worldwide, motorsports, but also the bulletproof style vest. We created that. No other club had thought of that. At that time, no. We created that. So any club you ever see in the history, they came behind us with bulletproof style vests. That was us. And how the bulletproof style vest came from was 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying album cover. And he had on that bulletproof vest. And I seen that album cover and I was like, gee, why don't you make us a bulletproof style vest to be different from everybody else? And he came up with the design, and man, ran with it. That's how I popped off. So we was like the trendsetters on a few different levels, you know what I'm saying? And it just worked out. It just worked out real well. A lot of people, different states started catching on. I think our first chapter, after we started the Chicago chapter, was it Kazoo? Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee, then Kazoo. Milwaukee. And then it was Kazoo, yeah. Yep. And then after that, I think it was what, Atlanta. Or was Atlanta a little bit farther down?
You know what? We have so many. That was so many moons ago.
Yeah,
man. It's
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
hard
That
to
was
remember.
that was back in 2004. But yeah, it was a long time ago. But it's still crazy that we can still remember the first chapter was Milwaukee. I knew it was Milwaukee and Kazoo. It was one of those two. Or Kazoo, yeah. But I mean, we've had chapters over in Japan. We still currently have a chapter over in Hawaii. And you know, it's just a blessing, man, to have been and did some of the things that we accomplished with the organization. It's amazing. It's amazing, big amazing. You know, we've had celebrity members join the club, such as Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, Shorty, yeah, the comedian. You know what I'm saying? Just man, big blessings, you know, to get that recognition. And then we also did a lot of like charitable events, big name charitable events that we did with like world tragedies and stuff. We helped out on Hurricane Katrina, wasn't it? Hurricane Katrina. What was the one we helped out?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Right. Yeah. We helped out on. What was the one in New Orleans that we helped out on?
Oh, but I don't think that was Katrina at that time.
Okay, it was another one. We helped out on some big national like tragedies and stuff. We was, you know, being a part of, you know, helping and resolve those issues with some of those big things. I mean, we made the news. We've you know, worked with NFL teams, all kinds of stuff, man. We've done celebrity transportation and security. Who were some of the names we did transportation and security for?
Kanye, before he was really
Yep,
big.
Kanye West. Yep, Kanye. Ice Cube.
Yeah,
Ice Cube.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah. So I mean, like, our organization, like, really, it set milestones. You know what I'm saying? No other club was doing any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, you know, some of the history, man. And then from there, we got up to over 50 chapters at one point in time, right? Yeah, we got up to over 50 chapters. Or was it over 40 chapters?
Oh no, it was like 43.
Yeah, we got to like 43 chapters at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Which was like, to grow from like just a spark, an idea, to get to 43 chapters nationwide. Man, crazy, man. Crazy. You know, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of long nights. And still to this day, man, 18, 19 years later, we still putting in work. 2023 from 2003. That's 19 years, basically. Yeah, so one more year, it's gonna be 20 years. 20 years we've been doing this with my brother. 20 years. So, you know, and it's not over. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I personally feel that, you know, the new generation that has come up in the organization don't have the drive that we once had, you know what I'm saying? And we just trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that we don't let this all go to vain, and we, you know what I'm saying, we put in a lot of hard work and stuff, but we just gotta kind of like get them to understand it's not just about them, you know, and the people within the motorcycle organization and stuff like that. It's about the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? It's about bringing in the youth. It's about being involved with things that ain't got nothing to do with motorcycles at times, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different things that really put us on the map, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're gonna definitely keep it going, and it's something we're gonna pass on to our children. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the #1 Stunners. And try to, you know what I'm saying, just make sure that the name #1 Stunners live on forever. You know, there's many clubs that has, since we had this club, then came and went.
it's just really amazing how, you know, we didn't really plan for it to really grow like this, like a wildfire.
Right,
Just,
absolutely.
we was in it for the love. We wasn't in it for the gain of any type of financial gains or anything like
None
that.
of that.
We pretty much was doing it for the love, and
Yeah.
it just grew out of nowhere.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. And it was kind of like people wanted to be a part of it. People wanted to rock that vest. And that was a good thing, but it was also a bad thing because a lot of people wanted just to rock it because they wanted to rock it for the wrong reason, because they just wanted to be popular, or they felt that they, you know, if they be a part of something successful, that they'll automatically be successful with the wrong, without putting in the work, without putting in the love, without putting in the fashion. You know, I mean, not the fashion, the passion. I said fashion. Putting in the passion, you know what I'm saying, that we put in. You know, we put a lot of, man, when I say, when I can tell them we put in blood, I mean, and when I say blood, I'm not talking about like the old saying blood. I'm talking about blood. I'm talking about blood. Blood that come out your body, DNA blood. We put in blood, sweat, and tears out of this. We done lost loved ones that we love, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So when we say we protect this, we protect it. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know. So yeah. But yeah, guys, man, I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of history, man, on the #1 stunners with this video. And like I always tell y'all, man, my video is 100% real, raw. I show y'all what I do every day, and today was my trip from Chicago to here, and I definitely wanted to take this opportunity because people always ask me, talk about the stunners, talk about the stunners. So with this video, I wanted to pretty much tell y'all where Stunna Reese came from and how the whole Stunna Reese thing kind of created, man. You know what I'm saying? It came from that. So, a lot of love and passion, man. You got anything you want to say, brother?
No, I'm just saying just about everything.
Yeah? Hey, man.
But really, you don't have enough battery juice for us to tell everything that happened that goes on in this.
No, definitely not. Hey, I just wanted
we
to...
just seen some of the funniest stuff. We just heard some of the funniest stuff, man.
Go ahead and give him one. Give him. Hey, I know what my #1 is. I know what my #1. Listen, I'm gonna let him tell y'all his #1. Hold on. Real quick. So, being the founders of this club, we have to oversee a lot of issues and things that go on behind the scenes with you know, the club, to keep it going, because there's a lot of rules.
We have to be mediators.
Yeah, we have to be mediators, right? There's a lot of rules and things that you know, we had to actually create through the years. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these rules and stuff came from different situations that we had to write our bylaws on. You know what I'm saying? And some things, you know, it's common sense. Some things are just comical though. So I'm gonna let my brother, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing, because we was both around when this happened. I'm gonna let him explain.
No, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, because I think I know what it is. I'm gonna let my brother JD tell y'all the funniest issue that we ever had to overcome and resolve being founders in our organization. Go ahead, Jay.
We pretty much had like a toy drive.
It just makes me laugh every time I think about it.
We had a toy drive, pretty much where, you know, we do a lot of things for charity or whatever the case may be, and you can bring any toy you want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, I know it sounds adolescent, but you know, it's just, here's the thing. You can bring whatever toy you want. So we had an issue where 2 people brought the same toy. 2 people brought the same toy, and pretty much somebody didn't want to take their toy back because they didn't want to have the same toy. So we got a call saying, you know what, we have an issue. What's the issue? This particular person brought the same toy I brought to our toy drive, and I don't think that's right. We need to have a different toy. And it was like, we had to really look and see, was it a prank, because we just couldn't believe it.
Right.
But this individual was very serious, and she pretty much just said, she really cried and said, you know, this not right. They brought the same toy I brought. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So that is definitely, and that's not the last one. I mean, we've had many, but that for me is the most memorable. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we had to actually resolve an issue of two people bringing the same toy. Yeah, so.
Oh, no, I got another one. Remember when the young lady called us, and she called everybody on the national board saying that, you know, her husband was cheating on her, and could we kick him out the club because he's... I'll let you tell that one.
All right, so this was a situation where this lady was not even in our organization, right? This the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was just what we basically call, when we are a member, our spouses are called basically civilians, unless they are part of the organization, which they have to go through all the same thing as a regular member. So she was just a civilian. She wasn't part of the actual organization. But this young lady contacted one of us in the national board. We have a national board just like any other large organizations and stuff. I mean, it's a very structured organization amongst us. But we had a young lady that actually contacted us and was like, listen, I need y'all to kick my husband out of the organization because he has been cheating on me. And we like, what? What does that got to do with our club? Like, that has nothing to do with our club. That's his y'all own personal issue. It's like, what?
She actually wanted to file a grievance or something. She wanted to file.
Yeah. She wanted to listen. She's not even in the club. She wanted to file a grievance, and that basically is when two members have a difference or a disagreement about something that, you know, if a person does something wrong, it gives them the opportunity or a proper procedure on how to put that out there that that person did something wrong and that it needs to be resolved. It's just an official document, basically, an official way of taking care of it. But yeah, she wanted, being a non-member, wanted to do an activity that a official member would do. It was just crazy, man. It's just so much stuff, man.
Yes, it is, man. We can go on. Like I said,
I was gonna say,
he don't have enough battery juice for us to tell all the story. And then one incident we had, somebody's dog got shot.
Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff, man.
We're not making this up. We can't make this up. I kid you not.
And you remember what a kid vest one? The one about the kid's vest?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was one that Key was telling me about.
Okay.
But I mean, it's so much stuff, so much, man. It's just hilarious, some of the things. And if y'all stunners and y'all watching this, don't take it personal, you know what I'm saying? But some of the issues be funny. I ain't gonna lie. Those are just some funny ones. Yeah. But guys, yeah, that's gonna pretty much wrap this video up, man. Hey, just wanted to take this time out, man, and share some history of the Stunners with y'all, and appreciate y'all, man. Always rocking out with your boy, The Realest Dude, on YouTube. Stunna Reese. You already know, man. Like I tell y'all all the time, y'all gonna only get my real life. Hold on, man. Let me get y'all some 32 can. All right, it's too far away. I was trying to get him a little eye candy, but yeah, it's been a lot of eye candy in here too today. I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, gang, that's gonna wrap it up, man. I'm out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all on the next video, man. It's your boy Stunna Reese checking out. Peace. Today's video is brought to us by the Street Whip Stuntin' Facebook group. If you're into custom cars, the big wheel culture, big wheel racing, or anything customized with cars, motorcycles, and trucks, make sure you join the Facebook group Street Whip Stuntin'. You can post all your pictures, all your videos, and it's free. So definitely click the link in the description of this video and join the Facebook group Street Whip Stuntin'.
Hey, subscribe, share. What does it? Like for you niggas? Subscribe, square, like. Square? Shit. Subscribe,
square.
Yeah, subscribe, share,
And
like.
square.
It's square. It's square. And share.
All right, that's
Subscribe to my man.